Hello, you guys. Today I want to discuss with you my journey with dating and marriage. This is my experiences. I'm answering a few different inboxes that I received from a couple different of my social medias. Well, my experience with dating is from a female's perspective. Date, date, and then date some more. Ladies, if you're looking to be married within the next 24 months or so on, or sooner than later, then this is something that we're going to discuss today. This particular video is about dating and marriage. If you're not looking for a serious relationship and marriage and to be married pretty quickly here, then this video is not going to be for you today. There are so many other videos that I have and that other people have out there to watch, but this video is about my experience with dating and marriage, and I've been married most of my adult life. So yeah, with that being said, you guys, I am so pleased to be here today, so excited about life, my journey, each chapter, each page in my life. I'm always excited to be alive and see another day. So yeah, dating. Yes, date. I never used the S word. I never used the S mom, or if somebody asked me, was I in a relationship, I never said, no, I'm S. I always said, I'm dating. And some people would get confused, and a lot of guys didn't like that. What do you mean you're dating? I'm dating. I'm dating you. I'm dating him. And I think that's important for women because we are emotional beings to date and to date several guys. Now, did I say I went out and I had sex with a bunch of guys? No, absolutely not. You'll probably be more successful winning your state lottery than for me to have had sex with those guys. It was about having fun and getting to know people and networking and entertaining. And they got to enjoy my company and I enjoyed theirs as well. It was some guys, they took me to basketball games. Some guys I would go play pool with. I'm not a real pool shark, so I got to learn a few beginners techniques. Some guys would take me to art exhibits. They know that I love art. I just did so many different things with so many different guys and got to know myself in the journey of dating. And it's important for females to do this, and let me tell you why. Because we get emotionally attached to one guy. And we think every new guy that we meet is our soulmate and our husband. No. Date multiple guys. Guys date multiple women. That's why they don't get attached to us. They know the right one when they find it. Doesn't make them a dog or anything like that. They're just getting to know you. And it's important when you're dating to be honest. To be honest. Be honest. Tell people what you want. And watch your wording. Like I said earlier, I don't use the S word. Watch your wording. If you know you want to be married within the next couple of years or whatever, you have to approach men differently. You can't be like, yeah, are you ready to get married? Because if you're not ready to get married, then I don't know. You can't do that with men. Men are different. We're totally different from men. For instance, another way to say it when you're dating is, I am seeking to be married soon in the future, and that's something that's important to me. And put that out there. And ladies that are dating online, wonderful. Wonderful. I think this is amazing. And guess what? It's nothing new. Computer love. Remember that song, Computer Love? Zap, Roger Troutman. Listen to those words. Online dating has been around for a long time. It just wasn't accessible to everybody, but now it is. And if you're dating online, that's cool. Don't let nobody distract you from that. But be honest in your profile. Put in there somewhere that you want to be married. that weeds and filters through all the guys that don't want to be married. Put that out there and take you some meditation time to visualize exactly what you want. And we're going to talk about starting with ourselves. Start with ourselves. Make sure that you're okay. All of us have things that are going on. If you know you have a tendency to be a hoarder or messy, and that's something that you know you feel like you want to work on, if it bothers you about yourself, then work on that. If you know that you smoke 2 cigarettes a day and you want to be married in the next 2 months, I'm not putting you down. I'm telling you that's not fair to your mate. Yeah, I'm asking you to be yourself and be authentic, but come on, some of us have some cleaning up to do. Let's get cleaned up so that we are a better mate for our future spouse. That's not fair to ask somebody to put up with you drinking all throughout the day. You got to understand, this individual is going to want to take you around their family. They might want to have a function at your apartment or at your home, and you have stuff everywhere. So get cleaned up from the inside out, and then you're going to be able to pick a better mate. Ladies, you create the world that you live in. All of us do. Man, woman, we all create the world. So create a good world for yourself so you will attract what you want. You'll attract somebody decent, somebody caring, somebody loving. And after 25, ladies, this is from my point of view and my thoughts to you. Let's vibe here. Those of you who are not feeling that, that's fine. If you're not feeling this is fine. I'm not asking everybody to agree with it. I'm trying to touch the people that want to be enlightened by my experiences. After 25, you got somebody who wants to introduce you to the guy down the street, their cousin, their long friend from high school, whatever the situation may be. And the first thing you say, the first thing that comes out of your mouth, is he cute? That's cute when you're 25 and under. Okay? It's okay. It's cute when a 15-year-old girl says, oh my God, he is so cute. Yes, that's cute. But when you're 25 and up and you're seeking your mission, your destiny, your desire, your vision is to be married, then you're going to have to start looking at things that are more important than being cute. And oh my God, girl, he dresses so good in his car. Come on. Has that worked for you in the past? Let's all try something different. And I am especially in on this. I am loyal to listening to my elders. And it's just people that I feel that are speaking the truth. You know, we don't handle the truth so well, so we're so quick to dissect it and analyze it. No. Let the truth be the truth. Let's work on ourselves. Let's get our morals and our stuff together. I mean, because like I said, if you're over 25 and you're really seeking to be in a strong, healthy relationship, then so what if he doesn't have the best shoes? I know a millionaire who's had the same gym shoes, tennis shoes, since he was in high school. He's way past 45. And he has other gym shoes. And I asked him one day, I said, Todd, why do you have these old... He said, well, I ran track in those shoes in high school and through college. And those are my lucky shoes, he said. And plus, he said, I have shoes that cost $400 and then I have shoes that cost $10. So let's get to know people from the inside. I mean, you might be missing out on a good dad, someone who's good to your children, a good provider, somebody that's sensitive, excuse me, somebody that's a motivator that supports you through your dreams. Okay, honey, you want to go sing on the weekends? Let's do it. I think you should do that. So let's not look at the outside as much as we do at the inside. Okay, I'm not saying that you're not supposed to be attracted to your mate, but I fell in love with my husband from the inside. When I first met him, I didn't have any clue that he was going to be my husband because I didn't like the way he was dressed. But he was so sweet and good to me, for me, that I fell so deeply in love with him. I wouldn't have cared if he wore church sandals in the snow because the things that he does to me inside are just outweigh some shoes and looks any day. I mean, I am attracted to my husband, and I respect my husband, but he's earned all of that, and I put up with all his quirks, and he puts up with mine, and that's what makes it special. But we earned that, and what works for us is not going to work for you. What works for you is not going to work for us. Don't compare your personal life to anybody else's, and stop sharing it on social media, down talking people that you have been in a relationship. Stop blah 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 and everything that you and your guy does to your girlfriend. That's not cool. I mean, what goes on between you guys, and especially when you're dating, is your business, because you don't want anybody dissecting what you're building and put negativity into that. So keep it personal. And ladies with real friends, they'll understand. They'll bag up. I remember my best friend started seeing her husband that she's married to now, and I just kind of slipped away and bagged up. It wasn't that I didn't want to see her, but I knew that they needed the time to get to know each other. So I took it upon myself to give her the space she needed because I knew she was feeling him. So with that being said, be genuine. Put out there what you want. Ladies, stop saying, oh, I didn't know he was married. Ask what he does for a living. Ask if he's married. Ask how many kids he have. These are legitimate questions, and stick to your guns. If you know your kids are graduated from college and you're not okay with dating somebody with a 5-year-old because that's just not something that you want to do because you've been there, done that, then be clear about that. Then somebody is going to be offended and pissed off. So what? That's not who you're supposed to be dating. You're filtering through the people that are not designed for you. You know what you want. You're at the age where you know what you want. You're over 25. You're ready to get married within the next couple of years. This is what we're talking about. Be clear. Date. That sucks out some of our desire to be so desperate, just so desperate. Date. And stop being available all the time. You don't have to be fake and look at your phone and say, oh my God, he's calling, I'm not going to answer. No, but don't be so available because you're on a date with the guy who takes you to basketball games. The guy that's calling you is somebody that you go wine tasting with. You don't feel like that. You're going on a basketball date. That's okay. And be clear. Be clear. Say, I want to be married in a couple of years, but I'm dating right now. I'm dating. Because when you find your significant other, you're going to know. So, with that being said, make sure you take care of yourself first before you put yourself out there. And women, we give people so many chances. Men, our baby daddies, our baby fathers, whatever you want to call it. We let them stick around for 7, 8 years and all that stuff, but we don't do ourselves like that. A man knows if he wants to marry you within the first year. He already knows. So stop giving these guys everything on the first date in the first month. Telling them all your business. Playing the wife role to somebody that you've dated for a month. You're doing things for him within a month that you are supposed to save for your husband. And then now you want to talk about men and say there aren't any good guys out there. Oh, they're all dogs. Well, if that's the world you create for yourself, that's what's going to exist in your life. Because you have women that say, oh my God, I'm dating, I'm enjoying myself, I'm having a good time. And then eventually, sometimes some of them have come to me and said, yeah, for me, dating all these guys, now I have 2 proposals. I don't really know what to do. And I tell them to follow their heart and mind. So that's possible because that's the world that they created for themselves. They're not running around saying, oh, men are dogs, ain't any good, and they want to date all these women. And it's okay if you see somebody that you're dating out with another woman, unless you guys have discussed being exclusive. If you guys have not discussed being exclusive, then what are you mad about? He has the right to date other women, and that's what you should be doing. you should be dating, and you make that clear to the people that you're dating. I want to be married, but I'm dating. Not having sex with everybody, but dating. Because when you mix sex in there, your emotions get clouded as well. And every time we have sex, 25 and up, we're inviting a life into the world. So you don't want to invite a life into the world with somebody that you don't have a commitment with, who may not stick around, and then you may have to have some unexpected pregnancies and things to deal with like that. So make sure you're clear on where you stand. You don't have to ask. The universe is going to tell you, and he's going to tell you. Women, you shouldn't have to ask the man where you're at. He's going to tell you. He's going to tell you when he's ready to be exclusive. So be patient, but don't give somebody 25 million, 1,100 years. Ain't that what little kids say when you say, how many pieces of candy are you going to get for Halloween? 50, 1,100, 50 million pieces? And we know that means a lot. So don't give someone 5 years and you have no idea where you stand. You're 5 years later and you don't know if you're still in the friend zone. That don't make no sense, okay? So let's keep it real with ourselves, so we're not running around calling our men bad guys, because they're not. You're giving up everything that he didn't even ask you for, and now you're mad at him. So keep it good to yourself. And when you're good to yourself, and then you're going to be able to filter through. You're going to spend about 25 minutes on the phone with a guy, and you're going to kind of know where his head at. And don't be afraid to ask questions, and don't give all of your stuff up at once. Sometimes women are just chatterboxes. They're on the first date and they just tell them, yeah, and I have my period and my ovaries. And nobody needs to know that on the first date. You know what I'm saying? But asking if somebody's married is a legitimate question. He has no intentions on marrying you because he's already married. But you never asked that. And now you're falling for this guy. He's married. And now he's a bad guy because he didn't tell you that. So nobody's saying be a man, but watch men. They don't put all their cards on the table on the first date. You have to ask them questions. They're not going to tell you if they're married 9 times out of 10. Some of them do. Some of them do. But most of them don't. You have to ask that. And for you, you're a woman. You're entitled to keep things a little secretive. So the chase and the mystery is there about you, because men play sports because they love a challenge. That's why I'm saying don't give everything up on the first date. Most men don't do that. And sometimes you have to keep things in their natural state. The sun comes up every day. You don't have to call the sun and say, hey, sun, where are you? You didn't come up. It may not be coming up in your side of the world, but it's coming up somewhere. The 4 seasons are going to come. You don't have to say, spring, you didn't show up. It's winter already, unless you live in Minnesota. And you're going to get a little spring, and then you're going to get cold. But anyway, just saying that some things are in their natural element, and it's natural for a man to want to chase you. It's natural for him to want to desire you and to want to know more about you. So keep it a little mystique. The dog chased the cat don't chase the dog. That's an old saying from old ladies. They tell you that. Take care of yourself, ladies. If you have some things you want to work on, do that. Don't just jump out there and put all your mess on somebody. That's not fair. That's not fair. Be clear about what you want. Be clear about what you want, so you can weed out all the things that you don't want. But we're not going to focus on what we don't want. We're going to focus on what we want, and we're going to work on ourselves. We're going to take care of ourselves. We're going to eat right. We're going to meditate. We're going to be around positive people. We're going to send out positive energy to other people. We're going to do the right thing as much as we can. We're going to learn how to apologize. If there's somebody that we need to apologize to, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. We know right from wrong. We get a feeling when we do right. We get a feeling when we do wrong. And this is going to help you attract exactly what you want. Be patient, but be clear. And with that being said, I appreciate you guys, those of you who are taking the time to watch this video, to let me in and have this conversation with you. And if you have any more questions, just hit me up at any time. I'll make the video because I won't be able to get back to everybody. So that's kind of why I do these. And I want to give a shout out to my girl Jamie, who got married. I think it was a little bit over 5 years ago. And I explained to her, she was telling me why they hadn't gotten married 2 kids later. And I said, well, I tell you about me. I can struggle and go through some things with my husband, but I'm not going to do all that with a boyfriend. Peace and love and happiness, simple, simplicity. That's my thing. Those are my words. I love it. Keep it simple, you guys. Take care of yourself. I love you, ladies. Have a good one.